was a surprise release with no promo. It was only on Apple Music the first day. It just went up on Spotify 9 days ago. We don't hear about the streams. This song wasn't put no billboard, nothing like that.
I was shot in both of my feet.
Because it's not even about the charting. It's the fact that it's like, it got so much TikToks, it got so much Reels, and that means that people are genuinely listening to it. I'm very tired.
Okay, loves, welcome back to Exoticteablog. I'm back with another video. Before we get into this one, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so every single time I post to be notified. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button, and I love you. Returning subscribers, y'all should keep doing it for me. Also love you guys too. Grab your cups because somebody spilled the tea, and let's quickly get into today's video. Now, we've got a lot to discuss, most especially the fact that they are trying to say that Nicki Minaj did not sign that title deal. We are going to get into that. And we also get into Nicki Minaj clocking the life out of Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club, basically calling her broke. First things first, Rory and Mo, they discussed about Nicki Minaj dragging JayZ and Rock Nation online, and one of them decided to say that Nicki Minaj did not sign the papers, because that's what the internet is currently saying. But I've got receipts, and we, the Barbs, has been posting receipts all day, showing that Nicki Minaj actually signed that paper on that day. She signed alongside with Beyonce and Rihanna and other people who signed the title deal. So to come out and say Nicki Minaj did not sign those papers when we literally saw, and Nicki also clocked that on Twitter. She said, why wouldn't she sign the paper and she would come and drag them for owning her? Okay, I will get to that tweet, but let's just quickly get into what Rory and Mo had to say. Today, I will include the video of Nicki Minaj signing the documents.
But Nicki said she wasn't paid what she should have been paid.
$200 million.
Okay. I know he sold title, so yeah, I'm not saying she's wrong.
But I think he only sold title for like, how much did he sell title for?
Can we look that up?
Yeah. I don't think it was even, I think she had 3% equity in title. I don't think that was worth $200 million. I don't know.
Steve Stout said like she never signed the paperwork or something.
Steve Stout said she never signed the paperwork?
Okay. Well, it was sold to Jack Dorsey in Square for $302 million in May of 2021. So yeah, I don't know. But I mean, if they didn't pay her anything, I'd feel away. But if she didn't sign the paperwork, then I don't know what to tell you, Nick.
Yeah,
at that point,
if paperwork wasn't signed, not saying that Steve Stout's word is golden, but
yeah, we've seen it not be.
Yeah, but if she didn't sign paperwork, then obviously she's not owed anything because it's not in paper. She didn't sign a contract. But even if she does, though, my thing is, if Nicki wants to talk to Jay, I think it's pretty easy for Nicki to get on the phone with JayZ.
Well, I think outside. Well, I don't at this point. No, I think earlier before she's been.
At this point, I think it's going to take a little, just like, yo, is she okay? What's going on? Like, that type of thing. But Nicki Minaj, if she has some gripes with Jay due to business or anything else, I don't think that this is the way to express it and go about it. I think she could easily reach out and get JayZ on the phone. Like, this is Nicki Minaj we're talking about.
Well, all right. Here's where I actually will back Nicki a bit in her point of view of what I think her point of view is. It was proven right that there was really a conspiracy around the time of Cardi B signing to Atlantic that people were trying to get Nicki out of the paint with different female rappers. That was kind of proven. More or less.
Yeah, people felt like Nicki needed competition.
Yeah, and cool. I can even see that side of Atlantic. Like, all right, yeah, let's give her some comp. But I see how she could view that as everyone conspired to get me the fuck out of the paint and everyone went against me. I can see that. Then when Rock signed Megan and then they got in their low tiff and Meg was doing records with Cardi, I could see Nicki feeling a way like, I have a relationship with Hov. Why is Meg throwing shots at me? Why does this feel like now you guys are part of this entire Kaiser Atlantic shit, which again, we don't know what's true and what's not. I could see Nicki feeling a way of having that long of a relationship with Hov, and now you're funding somebody that is throwing shots at me. I think that's really where it's at, not the title deal. To be honest, that's where I think she's upset about. And I don't know what's true, but if that's her perspective, even if she's wrong, if she's thinking that way, I'd be mad at Hove too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, again, this is Nicki obviously feels like, there's some business that was done that she's owed something. Cool, we're not in Nicki's business. We don't know exactly the details or the truth behind it. But again, it's just the approach. I think that if you have a real, $200 million you think you're owed, I just don't think that posting on X or Instagram is the way to go about it.
But that might be the last resort.
That's not Nicki Minaj's last resort. What
I mean is you saying like, oh, she could, it's probably easy for her to get on the phone. She's probably done all of that. And niggas is probably still like, nah, I don't owe you this or this is not. So this might be the last resort.
Okay, so then have your lawyers reach out. I'm just saying this type of behavior seems erratic. It comes off erratic. People be like, oh, what's wrong with Nicki? I've seen people trying to allude to, oh, she's high, she's this, and I'm just like, or maybe she really feels like, yo, business is not handled. Like, and I want my money. If it's 200 M's, yeah, I need that. I need that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just think the approach it just comes off it can be a little weird to people that don't really know what's going on. Like you just seeing it. It looks like she's on a rant. It looks like she's just, going off about something that may or may not be true. But I'm more than certain that Nicki Minaj can get JayZ on a phone call.
I don't think at this point.
No, I don't.
I don't think before this rant either she could, because this is not the first time she's done it. She threw shots at Dez on that record she had with 6ix9ine. Like this has been going on for quite some time.
She hates Desiree Perez.
Okay,
and I'm sure it feels like Dez is behind the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing, because I'm sure Nicki is well aware of how that building probably runs, where Jay is not day to day every last fucking thing. But Dez is the head of that company, so Dez is that for sure.
I also want to highlight the fact that Nicki Minaj also tweeted and she said that the problem is not even about the money and the title deal situation. She said there is a lot that hasn't been disclosed to the general public and all of that. So I don't know why these people keep saying, oh, if they are owing you need to sue them. You need to sue them. Nicki Minaj needs to speak out because there is more things they've done to her. I mean, the fact that she can come out here and drag them every single day should tell y'all there's something else happening behind the scene. Okay? And I believe the swatting of her home and all of that was still amongst of it. That's why Nicki Minaj is still trying to put herself together. But let's just quickly get into that Nicki Minaj video of her signing. Clearly, this is Nicki Minaj signing that paper. Okay, this is the video of Nicki Minaj signing that paper. Y'all said she didn't sign the title document. This was the day they was doing it. This was the day they did it. Okay, so I mean, it's really sad to see a lot of people coming out and say, oh well, Nicki Minaj, you're not gonna get shit from JayZ because she didn't sign the title documents. That shit don't make sense to me. Okay, y'all hoes is slow. Every single day on the internet, they always want to put Nicki Minaj down. They always want to say something crazy. They always want to say, oh, Nicki Minaj, she's going outside, she's crashing out, she's jealous of Megan, she's jealous of JayZ, she's jealous of this, she's jealous of that. If you do not know something, if you don't know the behind the scenes of everything happening, just close your mouth and do not commentate on it. I don't know every single thing that's happening. I only touch on what Nicki Minaj is giving us and receipts we've seen in the past, and that's what we're dwelling on. We shouldn't act like we know what has happened between Nicki Minaj and JayZ, and I really hate to see that. Nicki Minaj also is going to be suing a lot of creators pushing false narrative on TikTok, which I feel like she needs to do because they really be pushing it over there. Okay, and one thing about TikTok, when somebody says something, the entire TikTok community wants to agree with that. Okay, I'll be reporting accounts posting shit about Nicki because y'all don't know shit. Y'all should just shush up. If Nicki Minaj is ready to sue, she's going to sue. Let's stop acting like, oh, Nicki Minaj is the villain. Every single thing Nicki Minaj does, y'all want to drag her for. Every single thing she does, y'all want to drag her for. That's why she don't give a flying fuck. And the Barbs, y'all shouldn't come for the Barbs the way we defend Nicki Minaj. Because at the end of the day, y'all keep pushing it. Okay, y'all keep pushing it. Now, Nicki Minaj clocks the Breakfast Club because they was trying to push her own narrative of Nicki Minaj being broke. That's why she's demanding money from JayZ and all of that, creating a scene. Nicki Minaj tweeted, buying another mansion as we speak. Clock that. Clock that. Okay. She said, buying another mansion as we speak. It will be the third in 2 years. That's besides the property I bought for order of 15 years. Catch up, ugly. If tomorrow I wake up and I want to buy 20 to 30 million million. All I have to do is hand in my album Silly Rabbits, then I tour again and gross over 100. Clock that T. Clock, and this is all facts. Do you realize this is Nicki Minaj? It's just projection from Bot Nation, it seems. Justice for Damari, Deseret Perez may need an evaluation if she did all that cuckoo shit to her daughter. Like watching your adult daughter having ex, I don't know, man. If that's true, send that hoe to the mental asylum and leave her ugly ass in there forever. Okay? Now, I love the way Nicki Minaj be coming out this rap. Nicki is the best person on planet A. I'm gonna tell you all this. She's talking about her situation, but she keeps highlighting Desiree Perez's daughter Damari situation. All of y'all want to act like that shit is not existing. You see the way the internet want to act like, oh, Desiree did not do shit to her daughter. She didn't come for her daughter that way and all of that. She came for her daughter. Nobody wants to talk about it. The blogs are not posting about it. They don't want to post about JayZ's son. Shade Room, Puppies, all of them big blogs, they don't want to talk about that. Breakfast Club, Joe Budden, they all scared. They don't want to talk about it. Okay, so when Nicki's coming out there for her own, she's also coming out there for that girl with Damari, because y'all want to act like y'all don't know shit. And the last time I talked about Damari on my channel, that video got flagged. That video got flagged because they didn't want us to talk about it. They didn't want it to reach everybody. They didn't want the general public to see how evil they are. They didn't want the general public to see how evil they are. That's why they tried to dismiss the Meg Thee Stallion case. And good thing, that case wasn't dismissed. Okay, so the fact that Nicki Minaj can come on Twitter and talk about what's happening to her, how they sabotaging her, how they owe her money and all of that, and still touch on Desiree Perez's daughter, the Murray situation she's got with her mom, that's so good. That's so great. Y'all can hate Nicki Minaj all you like. You can call Nicki Minaj anything you want to call her. You can say she's high, you can say she's drunk, you can say she's on coke, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But the fact that that woman would come on her social media platform every single day, not every single day, she would come on her social media platform and talk about the crazy shit they're doing to her, and she's also bringing up that girl that no blog want to pick up. That's a Sagittarius, okay? And I really respect that. Fuck being a barb. If I wasn't a barb, I would respect that action too, okay? If I wasn't a Nicki Minaj fan, if I wasn't a barb, I would also respect that action Nicki Minaj is taking. Because no big blog is talking about that girl situation. We've seen Jaguar Rights, we've seen Tasha K, but I mean, they're only doing it now right after Nicki Minaj has done it, okay? So I mean, hate Nicki Minaj all you like, you cannot change the fact that she's one of the best to ever be here. No tea, no shade. Okay, I just wanted to make that clear. Hate Nicki Minaj all you like. Whatever she does, you hate. But the fact that she's always going to bring up that girl and say justice for Damari when she's talking about her situation, I love that. I respect that. We are finna keep pushing Nicki Minaj, okay? Like, I'm gonna keep doing my big one for her. She's the best. She's literally the best. No A-list celebrities talking about that girl situation. I get it. It doesn't concern y'all. But y'all scared of JayZ. Y'all scared of Rock Nation. Y'all scared of Rock Nation. And I usually don't crash out. I cannot even remember the last time I crashed out on a video like this. But at the end of the day, seeing the internet drag Nicki Minaj for crashing it about what they doing to her behind the scenes, and she's still coming on here defending that girl Damari, that's crazy, okay? I really respect that, and God is going to keep his eyes on Nicki Minaj, because I mean, at the end of the day, these people are going to pay for all the evil things they've done. No shade, no tea, no shade. Right after that tweet, Nicki Minaj tweeted, just bought my first jet, it's all pink, come on in losers. Come on, losers, get in. Sykes, fly barbs only, okay? So, I mean, she's clocking y'all. I mean, clearly, this woman ain't broke. It's really funny to see that they say Nicki Minaj is broke. That's crazy. Nicki Minaj is one of the persons you can never say she's broke. That's crazy. She only talk about this because Rock Nation needs to be exposed, and she's doing it in different ways, which I love. She's doing it in different ways. Y'all can think whatever you want to think, but the fact that Nicki Minaj is still doing her thing and y'all still press about whatever she says gets me all the time. This is how I know that she's back, and she's back. Okay, when they start hating, when they start saying shit about her, when they start saying she's broke, this is how you know he's getting to them, and it's really getting to JayZ. Okay, he have his lapdogs, his puppets talking really big shit about Nicki. he has his lapdog puppets talking shit about the queen of rap. And I've seen all of them, but I'm gonna be paying them dust. Okay, most especially the likes of Idiot Wilson and all of that. I'm gonna pay all of them dust because they clowns. No shade. Charlamagne the GOAT, this is for you. You are receiving Donkey of the Day. Okay. Y'all was trying to say he was broke. Now, a video of Akademiks when he talked about how JayZ's response to Nicki Minaj, he doesn't do it himself. He has bloggers and people doing it, has now surfaced the internet. And this was when Nicki Minaj did go off on JayZ, I believe, last year. So DJ Akademiks confirmed that JayZ used media personalities to respond to Nicki, so that he does not have to do it himself. A 55-year-old, a grown man, has paid reporters to say what he does not have what he does not have the balls to say. Yeah, that's it. He's scared of Nicki Minaj. No shit. No tea, no shit. He's scared of Nicki Minaj. I mean, Nicki Minaj literally has the balls to call him out, and that I respect. Okay, that I respect. This hoes is scared of JayZ, and I honestly don't know why they scared. By the end of the day, he's just a normal man like y'all. Y'all keep acting like he's a god. Y'all keep acting like he's this. Y'all keep acting like that. Nah, he's JayZ. But let's quickly get into what Akademiks had to say a few months ago, and I'll get y'all.
Did what most successful people end up doing, who go from the bottom to the top and stay at the top, and then usually break through this. You know, us as black people, we talk about this, almost this, you can't get through this proverbial, ceiling, right? Where they're like, no, they'll keep you down here, but they won't let you into the real room, right? Like, I mean, Pac has alluded to, like, this is always a talking point, right? Where it's like, yeah, you'll be the guy with the shiny chains, but you'll never really be one of them. Who's one of them? The owners who own all the shit, the people who own these record labels, the people who own these streaming services, the people who own these, these ticket and touring companies. JayZ has done that. But not only because of his, no matter how much I've said that, he's definitely sometimes co-opted culture, or sometimes, just like, he's a businessman. He's a phenomenal businessman. No matter if you claim he, finessed the culture to rock with him or support his ventures, his business moves usually work. But not only that, is that JayZ laid a trail of other people who he put in positions. And Nicki Minaj knows this, and the majority of the industry knows this. JayZ has left people in positions along the way that, don't you realize JayZ don't gotta respond to nothing? If you critique JayZ, there's like 10 niggas that jump out the window that instantly start backing him up. And if you look at it, they're not just doing it just because of no reason. They usually have some type of financial incentive or some type of tie. They might be managed by Roc Nation. They might be an executive or have some type of venture with him outside here. He might have gave them their first job as an A&R. He might have gave them their first job as a VP of A&R or a VP of this. And in Jay's wake of becoming who he is, there's a ton of those people. Now, it's within music, but also outside of music. Because Jay is not only doing business in music. Clearly, he's doing business with the NFL. Clearly, he's doing business with Square. Clearly, he's doing business with the spirits, like when it comes to like vodka or vodka and cognac and all that. He's a very influential guy. The guy actually had Roc Nation doing sports. The guy is so close. He's done everything. So what Nicki Minaj is alluding to here is that she's feeling, and by the way, we're going to get to Dame Dash making this accusation too. She's feeling that this interception that she's watching Stephen A. Smith do is the product of maybe some association that would benefit Stephen A. Smith. And I don't know about Stephen A. Smith, all of his ventures, this and third. I don't know if he has any association with Jay, but if you listen to his diatribe while he was speaking earlier, he consistently said, Jay's my boy. Jay's my boy. And I don't know Stephen A. Smith to just have friends that have no business incentives. We should all know that. Shit, he worked with Skip Bayless for 15 years or whatever long it was. And then he said, me and him were just partners. Like, he didn't say that's my friend. So when he's saying that JayZ is his friend, we have to imagine that there's more. So what Nicki Minaj is basically saying here is, oh, okay, this dude's only coming off his knees to turn around back to that sub, basically saying, hey, we don't care. Well, she's copying like one of his sayings, right? And then saying, if I say more, it's going to be your fault. Basically saying, your defense of him is only going to keep encouraging me to keep going, right? So Stephen A says that, and Nicki responds initially. Then the next thing happens.
Well, at the end of the day, he needs to look for a way and pay Nicki Minaj his money. Okay, at the end of the day, he got to pay her his money. And at the end of the day, I mean, Nicki Minaj, keep doing your big one. The Barb's always going to be on your side, even if the internet wants to turn on you so bad. They are trying so hard right now as I'm speaking with y'all. They are trying so hard to push another hate campaign. But Nicki Minaj, keep doing you. We are here for you. Forever gonna be here for you. They never gonna stop me. Like, literally, they cannot make me hate this woman. They cannot make me hate this woman. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to try harder, and y'all gonna have to send your best fighter. But at the end of the day, I keep saying at the end of the day, we are standing beside the queen of rap. Okay, all the Barbs, real Barbs, not paid most bots. Y'all should promote. Y'all should keep sharing, retweeting Nicki's post. Okay, let's keep bigging the queen of rap up because the internet wants to go back to 2018 so bad. But we are back with full force, and we never gonna let that shit happen. Okay, we never ever gonna let that shit happen. Instead, the queen of rap would keep making history, top on the charts, setting the bars high, and y'all feels is gonna be flopping. Okay, y'all feels is gonna be flopping. They want to say how broke so bad. That's why they say, oh, Nicki Minaj is broke. She's not broke. Okay, she has never, and she would never be broke ever since she achieved mainstream success, and ever since she became the queen of rap. She successfully became the queen of rap for years, and y'all want to take her down so bad. Nah, she's not going nowhere. Y'all can never replace her. But what y'all think about this, let me know down below in the comments. More tea coming. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so every single time I post, you be notified. Check our socials, Exoticteablog, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll get y'all. Thanks for watching.